My name's Aaron Wells. I'm 31, a Chicago firefighter, and apparently the last guy to notice when his own house is on fire. For a while, life looked good. A modest place in Lincoln Park, 2 steady incomes, and a wife who seemed all in on our future. Lydia, 29, kindergarten teacher, sweet, organized, the kind of person who keeps glitter in the glove box, just in case. 4 years married, 6 together. I was starting to picture strollers and soccer cleats, then January hit and everything turned sideways. Her phone turned into a classified device. She slept with it under her pillow, carried it into the bathroom, checked it like it paid the mortgage. She paced the condo like a caged cat, deep-cleaned baseboards at 2 a.m. Reorganized. The spice rack twice in a weekend. In bed, we became polite strangers sharing a mattress. I planned dinners, mini getaways, Tuesday flowers. I got dental office smiles in return. Everyone told me I was overreacting. My partner, Rick, 15 years married, said, "Women go through phases." My sister Clara called it a moment. I wanted to believe them. So I gave Lydia space and ignored the obvious. Texts lighting up her face, long calls behind closed doors, a gut feeling I kept stuffing down. Valentine's Day proved. My gut right? We were at a River North bar for her co-worker Sarah's birthday. Exposed brick, loud music, $20 cocktails. Midway through the speeches, Sarah handed Lydia the floor. Lydia smiled that bright, brittle smile I'd been seeing for months, took a sip of wine, and said, clear as a bell, "Sometimes I regret leaving Marcus for Aaron." The room froze. 30 people stared at us like the world's worst reality show. I set down my beer, walked to her, and said the calmest 4 words of my life. "Then go be with him." I left. By morning, everyone knew. My phone stacked up with texts from Lydia, apologies, explanations. I was drunk. It was just words. Her parents showed up to tell me she didn't mean it. But I'd seen the look on her face. That wasn't a slip. That was the truth finally escaping. Lydia went into damage control on social media. Black and white window photos, cryptic captions, a chorus of friends calling her brave and misunderstood. Meanwhile, people who'd been at the party told the full story. One of her closest co-workers, Rachel, even called me. "That wasn't a mistake, Aaron. She meant it." 2 weeks later, karma clocked in. Marcus slid into her DMs. She dove in like it was sophomore year again. Secret dates, fancy cocktails, new dresses. For 3 weeks, she played the heroine in her own second-chance romance. Then he did what guys like Marcus do, ghosted, blocked her, told friends she was too intense. The same gossip chain that tracked our implosion delivered the punchline. She'd blown up a marriage for someone who wanted 3 weeks of attention, and everybody knew it. Meanwhile, I met someone in the most ordinary, extraordinary way, a Tuesday. Night ER drop-off. Isabella Rodriguez, ER nurse, hair in a ponytail, eyes that missed nothing. She thanked me for talking a car crash victim through his extraction, laughed at my firehouse stories, and handed me her number like it was a simple thing. Coffee turned into talking for hours, turned into something I hadn't felt in a long time. Ease. No guessing games, no eggshells. 2 months later, at my backyard birthday cookout, Isabella met my family and fit like she'd always had a chair at the table. That's when Lydia rang the doorbell. She arrived with a wrapped gift and a speech about being drunk and emotional. I told her we were done. She spotted Isabella and tried to turn heartbreak into theater. My sister Clara ended the show with one sentence: "Leave now, or I'm calling the cops." Lydia threw the present at my feet and stormed off. Her life unraveled quickly. She moved back into her childhood bedroom, took a leave from the school, and faced losing the job she'd called her calling. Friends stopped buying the misunderstood story. The word around town wasn't victim anymore. It was cheater, mess, cautionary tale. My life did the opposite. I was promoted to lieutenant. The guys noticed I wasn't waiting for the next explosion anymore. Isabella started spending most nights at my place, then moved in. She planted real plants, filled shelves with books, turned the spare room into a study for her nurse practitioner program. We ran the lakefront on Sundays, cooked on weeknights, existed in the same space without needing to perform happiness. "You're easy to be with," she told me once. I didn't know a sentence could heal that much. 6 months after the birthday fiasco, Lydia was a distant headline in my head. We were building something new, house hunting for fun, talking timelines, learning each other's quiet. The firehouse threw us a housewarming. Rick's toast was crude and perfect. Here's to finding someone who makes you want to be better instead of someone who makes you question your sanity. When I proposed, I did it our way. No flash mob, no drone footage. Just 2 sandwiches on, a rock in Rocky Mountain National Park. I pulled the ring from my backpack and asked. She laughed through tears and said yes like she'd been waiting to breathe it. A week later, Lydia messaged me from a fresh account. Long paragraphs. Therapy. Revelations. Marcus was a mistake. I was her true love. Could we meet for coffee, just to talk? I showed Isabella the message. "That's some audacity," she said, and pressed play on our show. I deleted it, because here's what I learned the hard way. Love isn't a grand apology after you burn everything down. It's showing up, choosing the same person every day, and telling the truth before it explodes at a stranger's birthday party. Lydia's confession didn't ruin me. It freed me. It cleared a path for a woman who chooses me first, in public and in private, without regret. Sometimes the best revenge isn't a clapback or a post. It's a quiet life that fits, plants that live, Sunday runs, a ring that means exactly what it says, and a message you don't even need to answer.